Good morning. Haven't made a video update in a while. July 29th? Jeez, 28th, 29th, I think it's 29th. 2018, like 4:03 in the morning. I got up a little early, getting ready for church. I'm going with my neighbor at 7:30. He told me to be ready. So I'm excited to check out this new church that I heard about. The neighbor invited me, but I had appendix removed last week, and the Russian nurse told me about the church that I've heard about already from my neighbor, and he's all, yeah, show up, it's gonna be great, check it out. So I gave my word I'm gonna be there, and I didn't say what Sunday. I was gonna go last Sunday, but I think it was a little early from the surgery, so anyways, no excuses. Long story short, I waited till this Sunday. But yeah, a lot has been going on in this month. I haven't been making any videos because I've been busy. I've been really busy. I'm excited for quite a few things. I'm sad for a couple things. And we're ready to move forward with a lot of good new things. And this cannabis industry market is only moving in better. That has been my life goal focus for quite some time. 2010. Really decided to indulge in this medication, and then a few years later really decided to get into growing it and breeding it. Very exciting. A lot to achieve and acquire, figure out, hands-on type of experimenting. Good stuff. Anyways, don't want to bore you. Good coach of mine, like a father figure, mentor, passed away July 1st. And that was a surprise. I have been following with a lot of relationships. And he told me last year that they found something. He's going to be trying to battle it out and work forward. That understands why you weren't in the shops. That's no excuse. Sorry for avoiding you. I guess deep down in a way, knowing this day would come, not wanting to get any closer than we've been. And we've been drifting apart for a few years, so I just kind of wanted to, I guess in a way, keep my distance. I'm very sorry. Not that I can't handle that emotional pain. I just rather avoid it. But you did need me the most roughest time of your life. And I wasn't there for you like you were there for me. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Cheers. It's the best. Best. Oh. July 4th was fun. This is my blow-up bed. Got a bunch of DVDs at the library. Working on this remodel. I've been growing marijuana for so long that I've been getting the floor. I took the floors out because I don't want to get all moldy and stuff. But anyways, long story short, busy July. And oh shit, Taki, fudge. Oops, froze the beers. Stock the fridge. That's the most stocked fridge I had in 7 years. I'm excited. 4 cases of mineral water. Pulled 24 bottles of Sierra. Man, went all out. Mom hooked it up. I think I'm still covering the tab somehow. Anyway, long story short, July has been fun. What else is going on? State Fair started. That was cool. I had surgery on my appendix last week. So the weekend of the State Fair starting, I had my appendix removed. Very, very interesting coincidence because last year I had it removed as well at the same exact time. And they said it grew back somehow. And they removed the rest of it. I feel so much better now. So I can't complain. They did their job. Everything's Gucci. Cheers. That's a cold beer. Wow. You can see the frosting on the bottle. Ooh. You know it's cold when that cold bite, you know? Ah, wow. That is cold beer. My birthday's coming up next week. That's exciting. August 2nd. I haven't celebrated my birthday in 7 years. Well, since I was 11, I've had a party. A big one. Family get-togethers. But yeah, where I had my friends over and stuff since I was 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10 years old when I had my last one. And then when I was 20, I was going to wait till 21. But then I broke up my ex. A lot of drama going on. So I never celebrated my 21st either. I had my first legal drink down the street from where I grew up on Bell Street. They have this grill called Flaming Grills where they serve burgers of all kinds of meats. Buffalo, alligator, lion, ostrich. List goes on. Very cool burger shop. That's my passion dream is to have your own little niche and master it, your craft. It's like this farming industry. I understand I'm going to put a lot of farmers in business and create a lot of business deals with probably nutrients that I'm going to be shipping in from Russia that I've already got my hands on last couple of years in small formulas where I've done my tests on it, and it's phenomenal stuff, unbelievable stuff, a natural resource in Russia. They found out now with technology that you can only even really get in there during the winter when it freezes over, and then you got to drill like oil down to mine it out, then you got to get it out of those hills or wherever it is, that swampy, nasty, smelly area that they never knew what it was. Till finally technology again, they took it back to Moscow, St. Petersburg, did their tests, research on it, found out it's like the most unbelievable nutrient for plants ever in the world. It doesn't get any better. It's like your worm casting, gold, but in a natural resource level. If, like, let's say the world had a poop hole, this poop hole is right there in Siberia. And the best part about all this, worm casting gold, it's not even as strong. This stuff is first off a whole nother level strength. Blooming wise, it puts plants into bloom a lot quicker. So you'll have like 3-4 seasons instead of 1 or 2 seasons of fruit, let's say. Or you have tomatoes growing all year around. Everything's gonna be growing all year round in Sacramento because it helps with like root. It helps with drought resistancy. It's like a water, what do you call it? Water agent. It's a plant food nutrient its own. There's so many benefits to it. You guys don't understand what I'm saying anyways. I don't think I understand what I'm saying anyways. No, I'm kidding. I know what I'm saying. Anyways, long story short, I do know that we're growing. As much as I want to change my name and disappear, and not disappear, but change my name and really just go low key, like business wise with everything, I've realized that that's not even going to be possible because people like me, not that there's something to worry about, but we're not all perfect. And I'm blessed to be alive, walking these streets for like 5 years now, having a DUI in 2014 from, of course, Yeah, we all do have mistakes, but I mean, man, 5 years now. Um, I've been wanting to get a job, but I can't have a successful job with not having a car to keep the routine moving. And then whenever I did find a job, it was something not too long because of the transportation and the late hours of me wanting to be in the food industry, kitchen specifically, learning the ins and outs, preparing myself for not just my own little kitchen or big, massive chain restaurants, or even monitoring the food industry's safeties and cleaning and this and that. Like, man, things are out of order like we've never seen. It's not funny right now. Who is feeding us? That's the next question. So, anyways, bottom line, um, I want to say thank you, Mercy Hospital, Coil, and Citrus Heights. You guys saved my life. Appreciate it. It was very, very great work, great assistance. Juliana, I'm in love with you still, I think. Not I think. I mean, love is big, but you're a special girl, and I wanted to not make an example, I guess, because I really got feelings for you. It's in a weird, creepy way. I've only met you one night, the last night, right before I get released. You're the nurse that comes sees me. Man, you know what they say about that look. Once you lay your eyes on it, it's like, man, I don't know what it was. It's obviously your unique, exotic face. And then when we started getting to know each other, oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm happy for you. I know you've got a boyfriend, probably something that you really like, and I wish you the best. The roses, it was more of course, an appreciation. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, there's nothing that's ever gonna happen between us. And not to get myself, too hyped up on, well, what if? But anyways, what am I even thinking? Long story short, love is beautiful, and you don't want to take it for granted. You don't want to go in halfway. And in my time of life at the moment, if I'm going to do this right, and I'm going to have a lot of people depending their life savings, their investments, their time, their energy, their futures on me, I am not going to risk it with a partner. Not just a partner, my female woman, the woman of my dreams, the one thing that I will not half ass as well. Nobody deserves their forever one to be half played. You hear me? You feel me? So, anyways, that's not even an option. Business partner, that's another thing. You're a cowgirl woman, like that beautiful nurse, and your family got a ranch, and you got a brother that want to maybe farm, and we connect. That's different. I maybe knock you up and you have one of my babies. That's great. We're happy. Am I going to get all serious and passionate and give you that love speech and then take off for 6 months on a business trip and not really be there for you? No. Will I take you with me? Yes. Is it possible that we can still make this work with my business busy type of relationship schedule? Yes. But I don't want to set myself up for failure, and I don't want to focus on that type of motion at the moment. Why? Because I want it to just find me, that love that just finds you. So, anyways, long story short, I don't want to keep this too long. July's been great. Birthday's coming up. Uh, Making new friends, finding new farmers. I've got a business partner that's playing games, but I'm sure he's just really busy. I'm sure he's not playing a game. I hope your dad's getting better. I'm sorry about his situation that he had last month. And whatever the circumstances are in our lives, I believe we need to move forward. Whether it's with whoever God's going to be using in place, or bottom line, if he doesn't use you, he's going to use someone else. That is what a great man has always been telling me. Not always, because I don't need to be repeated, but he mentioned it. If God's not going to use you, he will find somebody else to use in that situation, if that makes any sense. If Trump wasn't in line and Hillary's not the one, there would be some other representative, Republican type of leadership that would step it up forward. Bottom line. Same with this world, as it is going forward towards New World Order. There's no way escaping New World Order. A New World Order is literally going to be a new type of order. When I first heard about this and I started doing research, and the first person that ever mentioned in this world about New World Order, from what I understand, the first George Bush president, back in early 90s or late 80s. And it was a little bit nerve-wracking. Me being young at 20, 21, a lot of things came in reality that, man, my father went down with business, not for no reason. It was just the system government wanted to depopulate, downgrade as much, best way we can, through drugs, through system, through investments, through relationships, through bad teachings, through worse education, and it goes on and on. And now it's like taking our paperback books away. What are we reading through these screens? How are they affecting our brains? What are we listening to? The music that we're hearing, the sounds that is, God have mercy, not helping us, I believe. Some that really feel the vibe and energy are like, man, you don't even know what you're listening to. But anyways, what we train ourselves to do is what we're going to be producing. You hear me? That's from the energy, vibes. Yeah, you might not be mad at watching all those horror movies, but those horror movies are bringing a lot of anger in your soul that you're going to retaliate one way or another. So yeah, I don't watch horror movies. I like chick flicks. Don't judge me. But besides the action movies and the shooting and gun killing, a little bit of comedy with good nature and real education of teaching through either YouTubes or channels or news, or better yet, real than fake, and a lot of things that we've been trying to really grasp as a human race that we are still failing at, but working towards being better, but with all this stuff that is not against us, but it's more of with us, it's not settling right. You hear me? So, anyways, we're trying to pick out the gold. We're in this murky water. It's been it was crystal clear 100 years ago, a couple 100 years ago. Things were at least maybe not perfect, but they were straightforward. You hear me? But the system is really here to save us, because a lot of us wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the system. Yes, the technology. Yes, the medical side, the nursing side. I mean, God have mercy. You see what they had 100 years ago with the sisters, and when I say sisters, the nurses. It was ancient times. You got now, even 30, 40 years ago, it was ancient times. You got now technology that I'm not supposed to be here right now. I'm blessed. I'm very, very, very blessed. Thank you, God, so much for these beautiful people, this human race that's able to innovate, create, and do better, not manipulate. So I do want to give a shout out to all the people that are struggling to do better and that want to succeed in whatever there is. That the system isn't slowing us down, but it's trying to work with the best of the crowd. Because you're not going to take down the tree if you know that the tree's supposed to live, but you are going to let the tree be attacked with all kinds of pests. And yeah, you might spray it one time here and there, but really you're going to let the tree do its thing and battle it out, and to let the best survive. That's what I feel like is going on right now. And then I can't wait to baby that tree. I can't wait to let that tree never get hurt ever again. I mean, that's what I feel like is going on right now, where we're all getting hurt. The taxes, the systems, the bad programs, the wrong kind of voting, the tiny fine print, if that makes any sense, with all these props and different rules and regulations. And why aren't we, the middle class, has been wanting to make all these jobs get created? It's like, y'all are contradicting yourself. Y'all want to have a Red Cross and save the third world countries, but you don't want to plant greenhouses with solar panels. or have that kind of money. When you're donating $1.6 billion, thank you, Bill Gates, to the public system, well, where's that money really going to? This video is getting way too long. It's 20 minutes now. Long story short, if you want to really do something about these economies and things that are going on, let's put something in effect like this marijuana, new industry, new possibility, a new currency, a commodity, something that we can actually show forth, not like a Bitcoin, and something that is going to be used for more reasons than just oil that we're milking, $1 trillion kind of industry every year, or just simple software, Microsoft, Apple, technology, or you got what was I gonna say? You got um cheers. Oh, you got a commodity. Gold has, a main purpose, few main purposes. Yeah, there's a lot of use for it. Bottom line, I understand why it has so much value to it, but now you got a currency like oil that we as humans can actually produce. We actually got to create, and we can actually store this. You're not just sun drying tomatoes and storing up sun dried tomatoes. Come on now, really? And this isn't no fucking heroin. Excuse my French. This ain't no opiates. Same with meth and Chris and this and that and all kinds of other drugs. This is marijuana. This is your redwood forestry type of green waste material that could be recycled, composted in all kinds of forms that we don't even know yet. From making energy, fuel, to creating plywood and tools, to God have mercy, we don't want it to be abused. So our main focus right now is to put it in the right hands, not be manipulated, controlled for the next 10, 20 years till they finally let it loose. Whoever's going to be, again, like I said earlier, God's not going to use you, he's going to use somebody else, but whoever's going to be in the rulings. And those rulings next 20 years is a little bit nerve-wracking because age limits disappearing from when you can be whatever, from driving to drinking to leading to whatever you're going to be doing. The age limit isn't going to be mattering anymore because we're only getting smarter. We're all getting more educated. We're only going to focus our passions and motives to being better, faster, quicker, sooner, not later, because we're all being slowed down some way, one way or another. And you got these movers and shakers that are getting very down and depressed for no stinking reasons. And if the reasons are a little bit depressing, not motivating, they shouldn't last as long as they are because it shouldn't be seasonals or shouldn't be decades of loan laws upside down. Why do they even go through? Why do people get screwed over in so many ways? And obviously it's going to take like 10 freaking years for a nation to turn around and get things back in order. So much to not even talk about or to try to figure out or to even press a restart button. It's more of like, okay, y'all, let's run with this flow. You hear me? Let's do what we can do. Best way we can. God bless this world, nation, America, universe, galaxy, city, wide, countries. Amen. From Russia, your mother, I love you. Best of the best. Thank you, Father. When I say mother, nourishing, cherishing, taking forward, feeding, taking forward, moving forward, feeding, leading, being there for you. Not that I'm saying I deserve that position. Not that I'm saying I'm some Mother Teresa. I'm going to be handing out all this and that. I've got a heart. Not that I'm saying, yeah, my heart's so soft and it's never going to change and I'm not going to become mean. I've tried to be mean. I've tried to change and be grouchy and mad and this and that. It's just not part of me. So with that said, if any of that ever changes, listen to my music. Go to the last song. I'm not saying that I want to die slow. I'm not saying I want to ever, who wants to be tortured from emotional to physical to whatever we're going through? That's just wrong. I mean, I understand we torture ourselves in the gyms with our workouts or with love, handling all kinds of pains. And you get where I'm going with this. We put ourselves through enough hell as is, whether we want it or not, or whether we want to put it through that much hell and we can handle it or we don't. Because who wants anything for themselves worse than it is something that we can't handle? Now, if we want something that we can't handle, let's say like a spanking, like, fuck, it's gonna hurt. It's motherfucking bad. If you can spank me, it's a little different. You hear me? Inflicting pain that you not want, because you don't want to inflict pain you want, but you know the outcome. and you still want that. Um, and then you start enjoying it sometimes. When it comes to that point, then you're still punishing yourself. You're still enjoying it in a way, but it's like you're learning from it. I keep thinking gym. Like, why are you in the gym and why are you hurting yourself? Why are you stressing that muscle so much harder than anybody else? Or you're pushing yourself that extra step, that extra crunch, because you like that pain. No pain, no gain in a way. You hear me? So it's like me struggling, going through this whatever it is I'm going through right now, with this remodel for like 7 years now. I've been wanting to remodel from day one. I had nice paint, I had nice floors and everything, but all I wanted was pull out some walls, do a little bachelor pad, put in new appliances. I wanted a fucking new kitchen. It all started from the fucking kitchen. The kitchen was falling apart. I really wanted a new kitchen. This before I was even into doing what I'm doing now with cooking food and baking food and marinating and making alcohol and drinks. I mean, all kinds of stuff going on right now. 28 years old, been without a vehicle since 2014. An accident that they're saying I vandalized. I didn't vandalize nothing. I was doing my thing, driving, trying to get home. Last thing I remember was going through some fence, and that's it. And then I wake up in a drum tank, and I'm like, yo, what is going on? So, anyways, I definitely learned my lesson. Um, don't drink and drive, but I don't even know if I really learned my lesson because I haven't had a vehicle ever since. I'm thinking now, it's like, man, I don't even want a vehicle, but if I did have a vehicle, it'd be parked, keys are locked. It's not even that serious. I have better, Uber. That's the kind of money I want. You call. Why would I want to drive when I can call a ride? So, anyways, thank you for Uber. A lot of things been going on. New apps, new technology. These phones. I haven't been able to do this for a few years since a few years ago because the phones weren't there. The smartphones wasn't there. I didn't have the money to buy an iPhone or the nice stuff. And then these Go phones have only been getting better. This new phone that I have is better than iPhone. It's unbelievable. And I only paid $100 for it. So awesome. So blessed. Oh, I forgot to mention Texas Hold'em Poker. I've been playing that. That finally became online legally since I think last year now, but it's been building and creating the program, the app, the system. Everything's been getting better. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been actually cashed out $300 last week, being in the hospital, laying in bed, recovered, won a couple tournaments, well, placed in a couple tournaments, like top few places. But anyways, nothing too big. Warming up, cash games, ran it up. I had $150 and I doubled up at the very end. So I went from 150 to 300. I cashed out. I said, Mama, I'm running, baby. So anyway, loving it, loving it. But then this week I brought in another $10 4 times. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not bringing in 10 because you can bring in $1. And I run it up all the time. I run it up from a dollar table anyways, first time or second time. So now I've been buying it with $1. Like this is my second time buying it with $1. I got one more dollar left, but I keep running it up. I run it up like $7, $8, 10, 12, $15, and then I get greedy, and it's like having unlimited money. You forget the value of you having a little bit of money. You forget the value um, of that dollar, whatever 10, $20 come up, and then you go to the higher tables or you never play with, at least you never play with 50% of your bankroll. You never play with 25. You really want to play with, like, they say 10 to 20. Really, you want to play like 1% of your bankroll. You're sitting on $100. You're only going to be coming in on a dollar table at the poker tables because the odds are it fluctuates so high it's not even funny. The wins and losses, like you can lose all day, but you just love playing cards. You're gonna buy in with $1 10 times. You're gonna lose $10. That's 10% of your 100% bankroll that you're only playing 1% of. Imagine playing 10% of that bankroll. You would have lost it all. So with that said, the quick ones that follow. What I was gonna say. Oh, I keep coming in with like, half my bankroll because I could bring it up to $10, $20, $30 even, and then make a stupid move. I brought it up to $75 5 days ago, and then lose $50 in one hand. And then go until next hand, drop another 25. I don't know. Long story short, I do know what I did, but long story short, don't want to get mad. at myself. I don't want to get frustrated. It's entertainment. Like going to the club and you know you're throwing money away. That's how I'm looking at this game. I don't ever want to gamble my life savings. I'm not gonna sell my house and go on a poker career and blow the 100,000. You hear me? Couple 100,000, and even pull refinance. I'm not gonna pull my refinance and remodel the house, this and that. You know, dial things in, get my renters in, have a little extra $20,000 left over. I'm not gonna go start my poker career with $20,000 of my last money, if that makes any sense. Not even a chance. I'm not that kind of a person. I'm not that kind of a gambler. I'm not that kind of a drinker. You know, if I have to quit everything right now to get things dialed in, there's no other way. Let's say if I don't quit any of this, then I don't take over multi-billion dollars of industries. Let's say that kind of trust fund. I mean, that's just like not possible, but let's say that was that kind of situation. I had to quit everything. We're deep in this video, 31 minutes. Then I'd be ready for it. But I'd be buying that emptiness, that excitement with lavish things, with jewelry, with collections, with I mean, I'd be blowing every single penny into investments. I'd be creating museums that are highly secure to keep these investments there. And it would just be this nonstop spending sprees of just filling, not a void, not filling anything that you can't get out of, but it's just that movement. It's just that energy. That's why I don't want to get married. That's why I want nothing to do with anything serious relationship wise, because it starts playing with your mind. When I say it's those feelings, it's those emotions. It's just that one time. Hey, I gotta go do this. Hey, I gotta leave on a trip. And you know it's not gonna be one thing or one time because it's on and on and on. And you're not gonna find some robot that sits up in a fucking corner of a house that keeps everything tidy clean, that has her closet filled with $10 billion worth of outfits and jewelries and this and that. And gonna be like, okay, honey, okay, honey, okay, honey, okay, honey. That's a fucking robot. Those can be bought nowadays, I'm pretty sure, with the right kind of money. So I'm looking for love. I'm looking for relationships. Again, somebody that could run with me and keep up with this. There was one. I will not speak of. Love her. And as messy as that got, I don't know what we both learned from it. But I know we've both been through a lot. As much as I love what we had, it'll never be the same. But deep down in my stomach, I feel like it'll be better than it ever was. Bless his name. Cheers to the best of love. Love like you've never loved. Love, love, like love does. I really love you, Messi. I don't know what I love you, because I hate those fucking extensions. I hate your fucking dark blonde or light blonde hair. I'm tired of this bullshit. My mom keeping us away, your parents keeping us away. Yeah, I flirted with my coach's sister, Melinda. I don't know how you got all that bullshit. But anyways, I was pushing you away from the start because I knew it wasn't healthy for us to be together. And your father told me not to see you. I respected that man more than life itself. I still love him so much. As much as I hurt him. More than you. You're just the vehicle that moves what he's been building with his father for generations. And it's all coming together now. How much I let him down. I'm sorry, Rod. I love y'all. I really do.